I'm about to The Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs. The Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs.
All right, welcome to the Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs. The queen of comedy is here, folks. Mary Jayne is here. Holy shit.
I should put my royal clothes on.
We started this podcast about, you got that shit? We should have worked. Okay. Get your thing stiffed out before the podcast. We started this podcast about 3 years ago. Herb, and get that thing organized.
Yes.
That's important to say.
God damn it.
And Mary was one of the first ones. I feel like you were the first week we came, and when we first came, we had like a table, one camera, one maybe lights.
Yes.
And I remember one of the funniest podcasts we did was with, I wasn't even on it, but it was you, Shemaine, and DR, and you girls just went crazy.
Girls' Day.
Yes.
I don't remember what you talked about.
We talked about a lot. I got a pie in the face.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
His nipples was hard.
Oh, that was the one
That was
I
the
talked
other day,
about
too.
in the basement here. Remember, it was like dark as shit, and you guys.
Is that the day we was calling
That was like early
Vegas
2020.
to get escort girls?
That might have been, that was one of the days too. And then remember the one time you were down here and we had this guy call in from Australia.
Yeah.
We still talk to him.
You still talk to him?
Yes. He might be watching.
Like,
Hey,
Hi,
Jamie, call in. Dustin Diggs. If you're good. Yeah.
hello, Mary. How
Call
you
in.
doing here?
Yeah, Jamie, if you watching, man, yeah, call on.
Is he
in,
nice?
dude.
That
He
was,
is very
Dude, cool as
nice.
shit, man.
He's got some rules in the backyard.
It's like, I love your comedy here.
yeah. It was one of the funniest podcasts because he was hot or something and he shaved his head, almost like the guy from Napoleon Dynamite. Remember?
Yeah.
He's like,
Yes.
Pedro.
He was drinking bad beer.
Right.
He didn't have a good dinner.
I mean, Australian.
It's just a lot of shit going on. There was a couple rules just hopping in the backyard. That's what he said.
Right. And you're like, well, give us he put his phone out the window and we saw like the fucking yard. Yeah.
Yes.
That was,
It's not as beautiful as it is in the magazine.
right. Not like, it was like Dundee. It was no Dundee. Like,
None.
Yeah.
Man, the good old podcast days.
Well, we got an exclusive thing that you're going to make a big announcement tonight, and it's a heartbreaking announcement, by the way.
No.
For me, it is.
Ooh.
Yes and no.
But I understand, though. I understand.
Yes.
So, should we do it now? I think.
Let's do it now.
I'm kind of
Let's do it
surprised.
now.
I'm
That way
surprised at this, too.
People can comment. We are live here on the Artist United Network with Mary Jayne. She's about to say something that's going to be very big here. Feel free to comment. We'll read your comments live here on the Daily Dirt. Mary, take it away.
I'm scared of this.
Okay, so as of August of 23rd, 2024, me, my husband, my family, my dogs, my cat, and my damn bunny, we are moving to California.
What?
Wow.
Wow. And y'all thought really long and hard about this? Like,
You talking about long and hard?
yeah.
Oh, you talking about thinking? Yeah, you know. No, seriously. I mean, just countless hours of searching, talking with the kids, talking with each other. You know, I went out there. I was fortunate enough to get on the Comedy Chateau Festival. It was the second festival, and it was in North Hollywood. So we stayed in Burbank.
Okay.
And, you know, we stayed in a little Airbnb. It was nice.
6 months ago.
This was in June of last year. It was a week before Father's Day.
Gotcha.
And we stayed there and we fell in love with it. Now, we done been to Vegas. We done been to Florida. We done been to Atlanta. We done been to, Iowa. We done been to Arkansas. I done been to North Carolina. I done been to Detroit. I done been all over.
We went to Atlanta last year.
But California was the only place that me and Jarrell was about to disown the kids, man. He was
like, man, we gonna stay here. We gonna have to figure out a way to get them out here.
we was applying for jobs while we were down there.
It gets hard like that.
Really?
We were applying for jobs while we was down there. That's how serious. Like, we didn't want to come back. We wanted to stay with just the money that we had in our pocket and just live there.
I've been there a few times. There's just energy in the
LA.
air when you're breathing. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much creativity being produced there.
Yes.
People with so many dreams and stuff.
It ain't no BS going on.
Right.
All this stuff that we encounter here, You don't see it out there.
There's a little bit out there, depending where you go.
But
I would think so.
It's
Yeah,
not noticeable.
Yeah.
it's not as thick. Let's put it like that.
Well, it's because there's actually money out there to make projects and do things. And I think that's
a big
the
ass
problem with
state.
St. Louis. Everybody acts like do this name dropping stuff, and I'm going to make this movie for Netflix. Or they don't have a script written.
I make mine for Tubi.
And then just think about it. How many actual comedy venues do we actually have in St. Louis?
No, none. I mean,
Well, you got Helium.
like
well,
bars.
you mean
Yeah,
split,
like
that,
that's
yeah.
just
Yeah.
specifically for comedy.
Yeah.
You got 3 maybe.
You got the Helium. You got both of the Funny Bones.
I can't think of
There's a few. There's probably a few others like across the counties, but like
I mean, we did have the back door, but I mean that was mainly like restaurant
that's still there.
type deal.
Yeah.
You could do comedy anywhere. Don't get me wrong. So if you set up your club or whatever, kudos to you. But as far as where a comedian and is just for comics, is a handful of them that we can pull out. Now you go down there, my lord.
Stand in one spot and stand and make a full circle. You see about 4 or 5 comedy clubs.
At least, and we're not, and that's not exaggerating. And that was just in Burbank.
Man.
That was just, we stayed in Burbank for the most part.
And what's crazy is when she was out there doing the shows, because she just didn't perform at the Comedy Chateau. We was all over the place, and they were showing her mad love, like mad love.
Oh, I bet.
With I felt like there was no negative energy around.
It was about your craft. If you got up there, you did the work, then you got the acknowledgement. It was that simple. If I could have stayed for a month, woo.
Well,
Did she get best of the fest?
I
I
watched
did.
a documentary about Roseanne. She just went out to L.A. for like a week, and she got a deal within like fucking 4 days being out there.
Yeah.
How come that's not happening with us?
So
You gotta go out.
I mean, that's something like I think could happen with you if it's just needs the right person to see it.
And that's and you know what? That's all it is. It's just me coming out of this pond, going into a larger pond.
Yeah.
And it sink or swim, and then it shows exactly where I'm at. If that I want to know exactly where I'm at, so that way I get better.
So, like, take us to the process. Like, how do you like sit each other down and be like, "Hey guys, I got some news. Let's move the cat." Like, how all that like start off?
It was pretty much that. I mean, because our kids, you got to remember, we got a lot of them. If some of y'all want some, let us know. The application is not that intense, but our oldest just graduated college,
Oh,
so
yeah,
he just got his
congratulations, by
bachelor's.
the way.
Thank you. Just got his
That's
bachelor's degree, so he been out.
He headed to the Navy and let them pay for
salute
his
to
masters. So
yeah. So he got bigger, better plans. He's not coming back home. That's all we was worried about.
Cause that's your oldest child, right? Yes.
Oldest, yes.
Okay.
And then the next two are graduating high school, and then they're going off. We got one going to MSU for accounting, and then we got another one that wants to do like culinary. So we're talking about trade school. Right. And then we'll just have 3 in the house. I know the people that don't have kids. Oh, you got a few kids, you think 3 is still a lot? Shit. We down to half, baby.
Kids is money either way.
So right there we could downsize the home, and we ain't been able to do that in 14 years.
Yeah.
And then we just sat down with them 3 and was like, hey, we found a very nice place to live. It'll be beneficial not just to me and your dad as far as money and work goes, but it also be beneficial to them. They get to see different stuff. I like St. Louis. I love St. Louis. I've been here all my life. Dang. But the world is bigger than St. Louis. It's bigger than California. We got passports. He finna get his passport. I got mine. He can meet me in Jamaica.
Man.
Well, that's the thing. Let's think about that, because any big person from St. Louis, maybe Nelly's the exception. I think he made his album here. I'm not sure, but but like John Hamm, all the other people, they went to L.A.
Yeah, Red Fox, Cedric the Entertainer.
Yeah,
I keep forgetting Red Fox.
Yeah, I've researched
Kevin
it.
Klein,
because that was my biggest.
He got his big start in comedy.
Yeah, that was my biggest question.
His old comedy is just so beautiful, man.
When you do Helium, Funny Bone, any comedy venue, especially right here in St. Louis, my question was, and me as a newer comic, I'm like, okay, who have they taken and brought them to that next level?
Yeah.
And I haven't got an answer, because in my opinion, St. Louis is a place that you come back to after you've gotten famous. It's not somewhere that I would suggest someone to try to get famous or try to go to the next level. Let's put it like that. Not necessarily fame,
Well, That's one of the things is like with the award shows that go on in St. Louis, and I know you worked on with Kevin on his Always Late one, which you did a fantastic job. But I'm just saying in general, I'm just saying this is a general brush. I'm saying instead of giving an award to people, it should be like, hey, why don't we take your film and put it into Sundance, a bigger film festival,
showcasing.
So you kind of jumpstart him, or a comic. We'll give you a platform to go out to LA and you get to perform here at this spot or whatever, instead of giving some kind of award
Right.
for people. That's the stuff.
Well, no, because I think you got both type of individuals. I mean, because you're gonna have everybody not gonna make it.
No, I know
At
that.
the end, it's just like NFL, right? You in high school, you're a good football player. You freshman year, and you over there like, man, I know I'm going to the NFL. I'm not aspiring to be nothing else. And then
Don't put the work in.
yeah, well, I mean, what, one in every million goals? I mean, it's just not. It's not an obtainable goal on average. To not everybody's gonna get it, but the kids that get the big awards, the big trophies.
The accomplishments.
They can look back at that. At least they got that. So I think,
Yeah, you probably noticed this because you've been doing it long enough, and I've noticed this too. There's people that are not as hungry as you. There's people that just like I'll just do comedy because if it helps my anxiety to go up on stage and you know I'll just do these open mics and that's it. They're not hungry. They don't. If they got the opportunity to go to LA and do something big, I don't know if some of them would take it.
yeah, so not everybody's in it at the same level or even want to be at that same level. I know some people that just come out like once a year.
You just gotta like kind of work that mentally. And
I had somebody named Mary Jayne that do that.
There's people here that want to be St. Louis famous.
Right.
Oh,
You're right.
Yeah, that too. Some people, they just want clout right where they at.
Right.
Yeah, they ain't gonna go nowhere. They gonna be on a million shows here.
Some of them are scared. They just too scared to even, do it. You can't let fear hold you back.
they gotta have that motivation.
Because if you never try, you'll never know.
Oh yeah, I know when
It's just use self destruction, man.
what was that one place we went to, the Hootin' Owl, and that's out in Little Rock, Arkansas. And so what they can do is while you on stage, they can jingle keys at you.
Oh, yeah.
They can hoot at
like
hoo hoo.
hecklers.
They can flash they light, they camera on their phone, just bang on they. Oh, and it could be like soon as you start saying something.
Wow.
They don't have to give you time to make a joke. If your body language ain't funny, they can get your ass.
You got mentally prepare that.
Yeah.
But you won that shit though, didn't you?
I did not win, but I got through I was the longest set, so they only give you 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I made my whole 5 minutes, and I was the only one.
No jingles.
No, not one. I was waiting on
They
them.
understood the assignment.
That's awesome. So, selling the house? Or are you keeping the house, or what? I mean, what's the?
No,
buying the
we
house.
gonna sell it. So we looking working with a realtor, and then we seen one of them. Oh, we'll buy your house.
I'll buy it.
Yeah.
With your, what are you going to do with your business? Though you've been pretty profitable with your business in the last couple of years.
A lot of my clients are pretty peeved. So,
right.
So I did, I'm straight up with them because, things, for whatever reason, St. Louis going to always be here, And, but they understand like that's not something I aspire to be,
Life is life. You gotta
I'm not
accept it.
trying to get the gold for the best housekeeper.
Right.
So but everybody that I've cleaned for, because I done had them for at least 3 years now, the ones I clean on a consistent basis, they happy for me. They like, you finally getting to do like your dream. So, they sad because I done built up that relationship with them and got keys to their house and, shit like that. So.
Well, see, I always had that same thought process. Like, I would like to move somewhere, to kind of see new things. Now, when I come back to St. Louis, of course, I'll come back for certain occasions or whatever. But
It's here.
I want to take the chance to see what I can do up there. Now, if it doesn't work, okay, now I'll just come back.
You can always come back, man. Yeah.
Remember saying this is regardless of where you go in life. This is where you came from. This is going to always be home.
Definitely.
Cedric the Entertainer comes back.
Right. Well, I think the girl from their office still lives here.
Oh, Phyllis.
Nikki Glazier.
Yeah.
Nikki Glazier. We went to her HBO special just came out, but we went to the Funny Bone where she was on an iPad with notes like this, doing the jokes to us to practice for her HBO special, seeing how we would. And it was kind of weird because you think these people are so high level, which they are.
They are,
but they start just where we all start with the notes and all that shit.
It's that delivery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not too different.
Right. No, you guys.
Bank accounts.
We all,
Right, bank accounts, right.
we all got our lifestyle.
What do you think of that roast of Tom Brady? I'm sure you watched
Yeah. So like anything that
3
deal with
hours.
comedy, even if I don't want to watch it, I still watch
3
it
fucking
because I
hours.
I
gotta stay current.
Since you'll be in town, I got an announcement for you. I want you to do this if you want to do this for me. This is
Okay.
a favor to me if you want to do it. We're doing a Dustin Diggs roast on July 25th. It's a Sunday night.
Yes, I will do that.
Okay.
I will be here.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, I think with Mary, like, roasting your ass is
And
going to be the
But
night.
the good thing is you can roast my ass, which is going to be great.
Nice.
But this motherfucker right here is going to be on the fucking a dais or whatever it's called. So
Yes.
everybody's open game that's on stage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mary's got too many stories.
So I have a feeling it's just going to turn it not into the Dustin Diggs roast. It's going to be more the Keenan Sargent roast.
Right.
But
God
that's
damn
fine.
it.
We'll put your name first.
Keenan's so gullible, man.
But no,
he
I've
leave
seen
himself
that.
open, boy.
I got too many
Hey,
stories at hands. Like,
Let me tell you about Keenan. What I've recognized him over the past couple years, we know him. Keenan is a trooper. He's down for
I got to, man.
whatever.
I got
For
to.
whatever.
Wearing a dress 3 weeks ago down here. Yeah.
It's happening.
He's been practicing for the Illuminati.
I knew it. God damn it.
I like to say I love my people, man. Even Matt told me, like, sometimes in industries like this, you gotta have tough skin. You gotta have tough skin.
Well, I had a roast, and my first roast, they said, because I had so many kids, that my pussy was like the black hole, And this
Damn it, I was going to use that one.
and this is in front of like 80 people, man.
Right.
And I just got to stand there like, my pussy is the galaxy, So you got to have thick skin.
What was your favorite part of the Tom Brady roast? Both of you on this one.
The females.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the females.
I felt
killed
Nikki
it.
Glazer killed it. Yeah, I also thought that I forgot Tony Hinchcliffe. He came up there and I liked his rhythm. His rhythm was
And
He
Andy
did
Schultz.
good.
yeah.
But I felt like Kevin Hart, because Kevin Hart just funny. But I felt like he was trying too hard in the beginning.
What I felt with
That's
that.
how I feel.
This is what I thought with that too. Actually, I had the same kind of thought. I thought it just they were all fucking nervous the first fucking 15 minutes. Of that.
You could tell something.
Because they're playing in front of a fucking stadium. It's
Yeah.
not like a normal roast where it's just a little like room for Comedy Central. It's
How they used to do back in the
fucking
day.
stadium down there, Staples Center, whatever it was. Yeah.
Yeah, you could tell, because then once other comics started coming up, then I could see Kevin start to kind of ease
Yes,
into
yes.
himself, and I'm like, okay.
So if it was like at Apollo Theater, they probably, they'd go straight to that, no problem.
And I mean, maybe he had to be pretty buttoned up in the beginning.
Well, that and it's live too, because you watch the old ones. It's
Fuck it up.
They edit out all the shitty people.
Trump,
So-
Bieber, Schumer,
Yeah, well,
all
But I
that.
mean, it was okay. And now, you know what? I don't like Tom Brady.
Really?
And I just say it. And this is why. Because he had a lady, and the lady was making more than he was, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all she wanted was some time.
And he retired anyway, so.
She didn't want no dick.
That's the point, though.
She didn't want no head. She said,
Right.
baby, give me time. He said, I got to get this ball. And that right there,
Flatballing.
he's the definition of fuck them kids.
What you say, Dro?
It was your lady asked you for some time, bro. Give her some time.
Time.
Yeah.
You don't have to give it all the time.
And she
in
had the
world.
money. So I don't want to hear this shit about he was trying to prenup. He didn't have to worry about that shit in the beginning.
Right.
Now you got to get some bitch that don't care about him.
That's life.
That's life. So yeah, fuck him.
I'm so single. Goddamn.
And he's just too good. You can't be that goddamn good. Tom Brady is just too damn good.
The thing that everyone got on was like, they got on Aaron Hernandez so much. I'm like, dude, that's even worse.
Man.
Yeah.
That's even worse.
He could have been one of the greatest tight ends of all time. But dude just couldn't.
I just seen that documentary a few years ago.
His anger was his anger.
DR, we're on
He was a
the
murderer.
podcast with Mary Jayne. We're actually live. You're live right
We're
now.
live.
You're live.
She at Clayton's.
I don't know what all right, she's not talking. All right, well, call me later. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, like everyone got her, even Jeff Ross, and like I'm like, dude.
But I think that's good though, because I feel like the way comedy was, everybody's so worried about what they're going to say and the
Pressure.
cancel culture shit. I really felt like with that roast, it might have started turning.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Andy Schultz
I'm
did good
tired
though.
of these eggshells.
Right.
Let us just talk.
Right.
I mean, what are we talking about? Shit that don't matter.
Sensitive.
Right.
Yeah, it got way too
Like
sensitive.
back then, like I could be talking about marriage, like da, da, da. No one would say a thing, but now feminism, the people, since it's like, dude, what the fuck?
You gotta be careful.
See, like Dave Chappelle ran into an issue, and I forget the young lady's name, but he was talking about, you know,
The days or many days.
right?
Yeah, the trans.
You talking about trans.
Yeah,
the
you
trans.
can say that's
Trans,
fine.
right.
But it was
Yeah, yeah.
taken out of context because
Right.
he said he really liked the individual. It's just the set I think that she had wasn't that good.
And what's crazy, yeah, her set wasn't good, but what Dave Chappelle did was took her under his wing and helped her and made her better. And you know, people don't look at that and see the good in it.
Right.
It's okay to talk about other people. People shouldn't have thick skin.
We love that.
Because at the end of the day, if
pride.
I'm talking about you gonna talk about me. You know, and it's all in fun.
Right.
And that's the game. It is all in fun.
Well, I mean, wouldn't pride
who's
be kind of part of that
personally-
too, though?
Yeah.
Like
Who's
pride, like
personally
too much
knows
pride.
you to personally attack you?
Right.
But who in their right mind would go to a comedy show and not expect for the comedians to talk about them? They sitting up front.
They must ain't
doesn't
seen no
happen-
old
It
comedy.
doesn't happen all the time, but when it does, laugh it off.
Well, that's why you sit up front because you want to be fucking picked on. That's why I sit up front. I think it was funny. I forgot what the guy was, but he ripped me a new one. It was fucking funny as hell.
I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, it's funny as hell.
Unless they know you personally, why are you taking this
Yeah.
personally? And then usually, especially if I get on somebody in the audience, you had to be acting crazy.
Oh, you-
That's
you
usually
do a
why I
lot.
get you. I done got a motherfucker. When he came on there, he said he was gonna fuck me over the balcony. This is what he said.
Oh, yeah.
But he was so fucking old. Like he didn't even know where it was no more. Like, dude, what is you talking about?
Right.
Probably just when he comes, it's just dust. You know, shit like that.
Right.
So I had to get his ass, you know. But that's more so me. But some comics do crowd work, you know. But I've never seen anything where I'm like, oh my Lord, how
Yeah.
could he say that? I've had some people that like get real pissed off, but usually after the show, I find that person and, you know, give them some dap. I'm just fucking with you. And they like,
Right.
oh yeah, you can do that.
You're just rolling with it.
Yeah, so I don't think the majority of people have a problem with it. I think just those ones that are fortunate enough to have a damn phone so they can, those are the same ones that's complaining about those hard Cheddar Bay biscuits at Red Lobster. It's the same ones.
good, though.
You know, they have time to go on Google, right?
Right. Write those reviews.
A
Right.
5-page essay so they can get a free, I don't know, fucking shrimp meal later. It's like, what are you doing? How do you have the time?
Well, I think people just do it's the headlines. They just want people to clickbait. It's just like, so they're like, oh, Tom Brady said this or this person said this, but or Dave Chappelle said this, but they're not like showing the exact like.
Oh, they do when someone's
Yeah.
dead
I
too.
mean, they do in politics all the time.
All the time.
Either Trump or Biden, whatever, whoever, it doesn't matter. They just take the little fucking
Or
sound
the
bites.
green lady.
Yeah, they could be talking about
Marjorie
something
Taylor
else.
Greene.
Yeah.
But they can take a snippet of it, put it in quotations, and put it on something else, and it ain't got nothing to do with that.
Right.
I learned that in school, and I was like, "What? We're just fucking lying."
Right.
That's all it is.
Right.
But see, there was a TikToker I saw. I forgot his last name. It was like Bond or something. And this one girl, she was a heckler. And right before she left, because she got escorted out, the dude was like, all right, get up, have a good night, Kamala Harris. And she stops there, tries to turn to him. I'm like,
Oh,
she was either drunk or that was just a bad timing. But, dude, it's a comedy.
yeah, take
You
it
just
home.
gotta calm
If you
down.
don't like it, don't come back.
You got to calm down.
Don't go see that comic no more.
Well, you know what's so amazing? We've had you on so many times. I don't think we've talked about your backstory ever, because I know your backstory because you told me about when we worked on STL Live.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
You used to was homeless a little bit. Played basketball, hustled for money.
That's right.
Yeah, and then you
And card tricks.
card tricks and stuff, and then you
Voila.
started comedy only like 3 years ago. And look at the run. I mean, do you look back at the run you've done in 3 years, like just all the shit you've done? Like,
Oh yes.
I mean,
yes.
hosted award shows, all different types of music events, done all these comedy tournaments, killed them,
Festivals.
won-
Lots of
yeah.
events.
Yeah, went out to Las Vegas, where
Yep.
I met you that one time. Coincidence, it was weird. But,
He knew.
yeah,
But
so-
hey, Mary's here.
And that was crazy when we went out to Vegas.
It was
man.
nice.
I was on we were, we was just out there, and I was just on, got on this comedy page on Facebook
Yeah.
for Las Vegas. Like, is there any open mics tonight? And this guy, Carlos Anthony, which is funny as hell, and he's real down to earth dude. He's blowing up out there real good. And he was like, "Well, come here, come check this out." So she did an open mic, killed it. The owner of the club said, "Hey, you gonna still be here on Tuesday?" She was like, "Yeah, but why don't you come back on Tuesday night and we'll get you a feature spot."
Wow.
It was dope.
And then you went, and you killed it.
Take those
Yeah.
chances, man.
I got to.
Right.
Hey, dude, it was a retired MMA fighter.
Yeah.
I forgot his name.
Oh wow.
Oh, I know. You told me. I forgot his name.
Oh, I
too.
can't think of his name.
Look it
right
up.
now.
And she got him.
Yeah, I was joning on his ass, and I didn't even know who he was.
I knew who he was.
I didn't know who he was. He's just an audience member to me, so everybody gonna get him. But no, I look back at stuff, and I'm proud of what I'm doing, but I think that comedy is like my track coach told me. It's a what have you done for me now sport.
Right.
I can have all that shit on my belt, and that shit it means something, but it don't mean shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, like when you go to the show, you don't get on stage and be like, all right, y'all ready for my bio? Like,
Right. Here's my resume. Here's my resume. Here. Yeah.
They don't give a fuck about that. They only care about are you funny right now? And I think that goes.
And
I mean,
still.
just look at how they talk about, Cedric the Entertainer and Steve Harvey and
Cat Williams.
well now
Monique.
Cat Williams. Cat Williams is a little earlier,
Right.
but I'm talking about like the people that he was bringing up. Everybody said fuck all that because of this one thing, and then what are they doing now? If Cedric the Entertainer was still going hard out on the stages and you seen him in more specials and stuff, maybe he wouldn't have been able to get that off. But he was definitely able to get it off because it's a what have you done for me lately, and what have they been doing lately?
Well, they doing movies, I guess. Just taking it. I mean, it must be hard, but it must be hard though because to stay current. Because I feel like, no offense, but like what's his name? Goddamn, Eddie Murphy was way funnier back then. And just because he kind of got old and became a family man and stuff. I don't feel like if he did stand up, it's going to be as funny as it was back in the 80s.
Yeah,
Murphy,
and then,
Tucker, and Rock.
and then they had a different. You got to remember, they had a different perspective now. Back then, they was broke as a motherfucker. They was trying to, like they like me at this point. They trying to make it. They on stage every night. They working these smoky ass weird clubs.
Right.
And they trying to be known. So yeah, it's gonna be a different type of comedy because they a whole different person now. They done been.
And like Bernie Mac was even ahead of his time.
Yeah, I mean they done been spoiled. They getting their ass white with dollar bills.
Right.
What struggles do you have? That to me, that's funny. Pain. That's when you looking at a comic. Most of the time, you laughing at their pain.
Right.
Yeah, you're not laughing at the great shit that they went through while they was on Mount Everest. That's you laughing at the horrible situation they got with their wife or with their kids or the shit that they had at their job. This they struggles that they making funny. So when you don't have no struggles,
Right.
It's like a relief therapy shit.
You start getting those comedy writers in, right? Try to write shit for you, which is pretty hard.
And that's another thing. Everybody talking about stealing jokes. This coach told me that nobody can actually steal your jokes because they can't be you. They can not. I just want to let y'all know if I hear my motherfucking jokes out there. I just want to let you know.
Right.
This is what the coach told me. This ain't what I said.
Yeah.
But the advice he gave me was, don't trip off of you hear your joke out at a club because they can't be you.
Right.
They can't.
Yeah.
They can say your words, but they can't take the joke.
Right.
Because you're original.
What was that
that's
joke?
one thing.
Goddamn, Carlos Mencia. That's what his downfall was because he would start stealing everybody's jokes, but he couldn't do it in his own way. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was.
Exactly.
People start catching on. Yeah.
Yeah, especially if it's something that you wrote.
Right.
Yeah. Can't nobody steal my shit. This is my shit.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
But I think St. Louis really prepared you for this step, though. I mean, going through all these different gauntlets, working with all these different types of people. I mean, it's
Oh yeah, St. Louis don't play when it comes to comedy.
Yeah.
It don't play. I don't care what room you at. Black, white, mixed crowd.
Green, blue.
I don't know where you at, but
Yeah.
but yeah, it don't matter. You have to work for it. down here. They not just gonna be laughing at you. And you know the crowds, you know, if you go out somewhere. It's been crowds I've had. I ain't even done with the punchline.
Like repeats.
And they dying.
Right.
And I'm like, damn, I ain't even said the funny part yet.
You're about to hit them with the punchline.
I'm about to hit them. And it's not even, because that's what makes comedy funny. You know, you don't know what's finna happen. You think they zag is going to zig. You know, that's what makes it funny, because it's unpredictable. And I'm like, I know they don't know this joke, because I ain't even been in this time. They just dying, because they just want to hear something funny. And then my demeanor is funny. But are they listening to my jokes? No. St. Louis, they going to listen.
I think it's that delivery and that setup you give them that it just...
It makes a big difference, yes. But St. Louis, no, they gonna give you a ha-ha, and then let's get to the next one.
Right.
It ain't gonna be that long. Let's go. You gotta be on it.
Yeah.
Right.
Storytelling.
Have you told this information to like the Black Pack and any of those comedians
About
you going to L.A.?
Oh yeah, they know.
Oh, they know.
Everybody
I done
know
told
now,
them to
shit.
bring their ass.
Yeah.
I told them we need to go up there. They need to come down there. Just for a week. For a week, you know, because that's all it did. We was there, 9-10 days?
Right.
I mean, probably third day, we was like, okay, who can we rob? What drugs can we sell today?
Did you go to the famous comedy store in those different places?
We did not make it to the comedy store, but we went to the Laugh Factory, the Lyric Hyphen. Hyperion. I say it wrong, but I know where it's at. It was dope. Obviously the Comedy Chateau. It's another place. I can't think of it right
It's
now.
in Burbank. As soon as you cross over that bridge, you're going to Burbank.
Shit, Flappers.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Now that was nice.
Yeah.
Damn, if I could have stayed, and then I know that I would have had some shows at Flappers, and I know for a fact that I would have had shows at Comedy Chateau, because the Comedy Chateau, and I got this in an email, okay, they had offered me the small room. Now Dave Chappelle goes up there,
Right.
Donnell, what's his name, Rollins.
Yeah, Ashley Larry.
Yeah, Ashley Larry goes up. It's not Donnell.
It is.
It is. I don't know why I feel like that's wrong, but he goes up there, and Alex Thomas is up there, and then just a lot of big top names, and they said I could have a small room and get the door.
Wow.
Shout out to Felix, the owner of
Yes,
the
Felix.
Comedy Chateau.
I'm on my way, damn it. And then I know if I could have stayed and did another week at Flappers, they would have put me on the show, because that's how they do it out there.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, I gotta go. And they're like, you sure? And I'm like, yes, my money's running low.
Yeah. Well, damn. Yeah.
There's going to be a lot going on down there now.
I think it's going to be just a matter of weeks once you get there, to be honest with you.
I feel like
And
it
then,
lit a
you know,
fire under me.
What makes it
Yeah.
so good is when you work with people, and you get blessed to work with people that's like big names that's been in the industry for a while.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, they have like very genuine people.
Yeah, right.
And
those people rise to the top, by the way.
yeah.
And they tell you, most of them say the same thing. Don't suck the dick, And then, men or women, they done told me, you ain't got to suck a dick to get on stage. And I already
Damn.
knew that. I don't know.
Keno's out there for 5 minutes. He was on the big stage. I don't know how he got there.
He was on the ball.
See what happened was
I don't know how he got up there, but he was up there, Mel.
He was practicing for
But
the Illuminati.
they mostly say the same thing. Work
They
on your
trust me.
shit. Travel. You don't have to do no sexual favors in order to get where you're trying to go.
Unless it's only
And who
fans.
told you that?
A lot of them done told me that,
Most
but
recently?
Cheryl Underwood told me that. Adele Givens told me that. DL didn't say that, but DL was just like, you work on your material, you get better.
Hughley, you're talking?
Yes,
Yes.
I had did a show with him at the Helium,
Okay.
Oh, yeah, he was here a while.
and that
back. I
was
remember
dope as
I seen
hell.
pictures.
Yeah, he treated me. I mean, I was in the green room, knee to knee, all night with this man. Amazing. He was pouring Jarrell. What was he pouring? You bourbon?
I don't know what he had, but it was a green
Woodford
bottle.
Reserve.
It was expensive, and this brother poured me
All
drinks
night.
like I was a celebrity.
It's like,
It
hey,
was
y'all
just-
have some drinks.
I didn't see no cocaine. I was so happy.
Right.
Because you hear
Family.
stories,
Yeah.
Nobody was doing nothing like that. They was very polite to the wait staff. I love seeing
Well,
that.
that's what tells you about a person, the way they treat waiters and waitresses, by the way.
Exactly.
It's a good tell. It's a good tell out there, folks.
They were very respectful. That wasn't rushing nobody. And I mean, he just gave me mad advice. And everybody that came in and wanted to sit next to him, he was like, "No, this is Mary Jayne." No, I didn't get up not one time. So
Wow.
it was very amazing. Yes.
I would like to see what was the last name? Michael Hoyer.
Oh
Did I
yeah.
say-
Michael Coyer.
Yeah, you did a show with him, I think.
I did do a show. This was on his morning show. This was on his morning show, and so I got in touch with comedian Willie C.
Right on.
And
Shout out to Willie C.
Yes, shout out to him. Very funny, and got everything set up. Now, just because you say you funny and you send in your tape, you know, they tell you before it start they will laugh at your ass. So you only get 3 minutes to be funny, but they'll take 10 minutes to joan on your ass thereafter. And so they had me go online and look at this guy that fucked up.
Right.
And they did. I timed it. 10 minutes. They joaned this man out. I don't know if he cried after because they cut you off. They just get you out of the off of the Zoom.
Cry in the car.
And it's all clean, so I couldn't use an inch of profanity. And that part, me not having to use profanity, that helps me grow too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a comedian on that he doesn't use profanity, but he was telling it helps you like really learn your craft with, you know, being able not to be able to go back and forth or whatever. Because some people rely just on the fucking shock humor of fuck or shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, motherfucker is just funny.
Right.
You know, you at
It's
hot
how
dog
you say it,
motherfucker.
too, right?
See?
Right. It's a hot dog.
Yeah.
Hot dog over here. Yeah.
You had motherfucker to just about it's gonna hit, you know.
Right.
But when you gotta do that clean, that's how you know, like, am I really funny? Because now you appealing to more people.
Right.
Yeah.
But you don't question yourself that, do you still?
Yes.
You do?
Every time. I don't take it because this is the thing. You got to stay humble. I don't take it for granted because I could get up there and be like, oh yeah, every fucking time. I'm just amazing. Like but it's work.
Right.
Because even if I have a great show, what do I do as soon as I get in the car?
Question herself.
And what do I
Question me.
And what do I put on the radio while we driving back?
Gospel.
No.
She be playing some Beyonce.
No, that's on the way back, not the way there. On the way back, what am I playing?
Listen to all that shit.
Man.
I'm playing. I play my set, right or wrong.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, you record it and play it back and listen to it?
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
She do that sometimes on
I
the
don't
way
watch
too.
my shit back. I never
Yeah,
watch
on the way there, sometimes I do it. It just depends.
It's
Sometimes I like to feel my energy.
reflection.
Like if I'm having a fucked up day, because I still got to be
get that.
funny.
Right,
You know, the
right.
kids could be going crazy. Dogs have fucked up the house. Bills is late. You know, whatever. And then you
Kingdom
got to
is
go
so
out and be
stupid.
funny for 30 minutes.
Right.
You know, I done had funerals, man. Went to a funeral and just hop right on stage.
Wow.
So, you know, then you just got to listen, Take Me to the King. So now I gotta pull up one of my shows, and I usually watch like the first 3 minutes just to get the energy from it, and then I'm ready to get on stage. But yeah, usually when I get off stage, if I recorded it, I'll play it back as soon as I hit the car.
What's your like end game goal with so obviously you're gonna go out there and start stand up, but did you like the skits? Do you like the movies? I mean, but are you always going to keep the stand up going?
So no, I like both.
Okay.
I don't know. I'll not say that.
Well, no, I mean it's
Well, because stand up is like his own beast, but in my opinion, I love it.
yeah.
I love it. It's something that I would do if I wasn't getting paid. It's something I can
like
see
a drug,
myself.
yeah.
Yeah, I can see myself doing this when I'm like 90. You know,
Yeah.
still talking about dicks. That's funny.
Yeah.
So it's something I just enjoy doing. Acting, I enjoy doing it, but it obviously has to be a reason. But we just started our own TV show.
I know. I heard that Lonnie was seeing if I could do a cameo in it was a pilot or something, right? With
Yes.
Lonnie.
Yes. So
Yeah.
it's called Funny Business, and it's a TV show. I'm starring in it. Me and Jarrell and Sean T.
Okay.
He's playing Buck Nasty, but me and Buck Nasty are friends in the show. We've been friends for a while. We are struggling comedians, so it's
I
true.
see some promos on that.
And by day, I am a barber, horrible at it. And by night, I'm a comedian. And we run up on this sleazy promoter. His name is Sleazy Lee. And he is being played by Rob T. And he offers us, all this good stuff for the show and all good money and shit, and obviously stuff goes bad. So we're gonna have murder in there. Obviously, it's sexual innuendos happening because Shanti is in it.
Yeah, yeah.
And me and Jarrell, we are not married in there. You know, he's got a crush on me. Still true story. And we got the kids in there. And I mean, me and Lonnie got together. We was doing a commercial, and I had been talking about doing my own thing for a while. And he said, fuck it, let's do it. And so
I seen pictures that you guys were filming a couple of things. So we're halfway through the first episode, or where you at with it?
So we are done with the first episode.
Okay.
Yes. And now we are working on our second episode, and that's the open mic scene, and it's a lot going down in that scene, so you want to definitely check it out. And we're going to be filming that at the Golden Hoosier June the 10th and the 11th.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, he want to know if we wouldn't want to do a cameo. I said I'd do a cameo or whatever.
Please.
If you want me, I mean,
make it happen, dude.
Yeah. So
Come
whatever.
on through.
If you need to use this for any scene or anything like this, or any,
I will definitely let you know, because
well,
we're gonna do as much filming as we can until August, and then they're gonna come down to LA, and then we're gonna finish filming, and then we're gonna come down here. So it's a $200 round trip.
Oh shit!
Y'all let us know.
well, you're welcome to use the house. Just don't make it like a local ambition thing where you have 15 people sleeping on your couches. And and laying on the floor everywhere.
Oh my god, I love slumber parties.
Yeah.
And the crazy part is, well, not the crazy part, but just me working with different producers and stuff. I try to take the best things and take the things I didn't like out. You know, it's kind of like what I did for my business. And so I have gotten it to where we work with a minimal amount of people.
Right.
I mean, just because of the time.
Right.
You know, people got to work.
Yeah.
People got kids. You know, like right now we got, 10 individuals. And it's tough pulling everybody for this one scene.
Right.
But that's as most as I want to work with at one time, because it's so tough to get everybody in at one time. They got other shit going on, and this is a free project.
That's the problem we had, is just getting people to come back and like every week or whatever, because when something comes up that they can't be there, and then you got to change the script around and shit, and it's like you're just juggling shit. It's a pain in the ass doing films in St. Louis.
It really is. Well, we try to get them in for a few rehearsals, and then boom, we try to film.
Right.
So that way it ain't a long, drawn out thing. Once you get done with your stuff, go. I don't need you. Get out of here.
Right.
Enjoy your day. You know, I'm not gonna have you there all day. And if I am, I tell you in advance.
Right.
Like you got a big part, so you're gonna be here all day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because I was filming with Lonnie this whole entire 4 days, and I was playing Deadpool. It's a music video we're doing, and tight suit, tight mask. I regret it, but it was fun. So we got done. So that'll be out a little bit later.
okay, I seen a lot of hip thrusting Lonnie was doing in the hall, so I'm gonna have
I'm
to
doing my thing, bro. I'm doing my thing.
have to take a look.
He's probably the best, man, because we worked with him just on shooting this trailer, and he knew way more than I did. Now he surpassed me by fucking leagues now, Lonnie. So.
I mean, he helped me with writing the script, because you gotta remember, I was always the one just reading it. I have never sat down and actually wrote a script for I probably like 20 something people, you know, and I was writing and I was just so flat. Like, you think you funny
Yeah.
until you start writing this shit. You like, this ain't funny. This is corny as hell. Or this don't make sense. How did I get over here and I'm over here? You know, so he helped me understand how to properly write a script.
Right. When I used to write for the STL Live, I would write just lines for you and Shanti, because you guys could add in your punches or whatever. It was just more of a setup, and then whatever you feel in the moment, just say or whatever, because that way it just comes off real natural and comes off organic.
Like more like bullets.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And so that's the way when I write comedy, I'll leave like spaces for the punchlines and stuff, so people can just put something in there and do as many different takes. Change it up a little bit, but so
Because I wrote a few, but like some of the skits that we did, like even the first time I went, I gave it a title, but I let others ad libs. They know where the punchline's going to come in. They know what it's about, and we had some good laughs. It was fun.
Yeah. Even with our skits, I remember me not being too scripted. It was just an ideal I had, and I'm like, you just act like this, like the one we did with the restaurant, the fast food place with the burgers.
Yeah.
I just told Stormy, just act like like you worked in fast
Yeah.
food before. Yeah, you just. and I just let her
Act
roll,
bland.
and then you just rolled. You
Right.
fed off of me.
Yeah, yeah. And I was trying to set you up, or we just knew we were passing the thing back and forth there. With the,
Yeah,
yeah.
and that was really it. But I didn't have like a script for Matt,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
But I had a full idea. So like now I have to do a whole script and write for people, and it has to make sense. And we got Ben is in it as well.
Oh, he is? Okay.
Yes, and oh man, I can't wait till y'all see Ben. Ben is
Ben's a superstar. Needs to be discovered. Yeah.
seriously, it's just something
Ben
about him.
is
He is
funny as
hilarious.
heck.
I'm sorry, he's funny to me.
Well, we did this thing where strip poker on the podcast, and two girls, they started taking their clothes off or whatever. He was on it too, but Ben was just being Ben. And when she took her, and it's in her bra, Ben's face is just so fucking funny.
He started sweating.
Oh God, he started sweating so bad.
It was beautiful.
But it was great. But Ben's like one of the funniest people. Yeah.
Well, he is playing. He's playing Ben in there.
Yeah, he plays in my stuff. I don't know what else to name him.
Wait, there's nothing else.
What else can you name?
This is Ben.
Right.
When he was named, he got the right name because I couldn't think of nothing else.
Richards or something.
It was Ben. Lonnie had nothing for him. We done changed. His name is Jordan in the show, so mine is still MJ. But yeah, Ben was Ben.
Right. Oh my God.
And he just sticks with it.
He's just in there.
That's brave.
Yeah. What was some of your favorite skits you did with the STL Live?
Oh, definitely that one with Stormy, and then the one with when we was in the car.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good one.
The rental car.
That got a lot of views. That was a really good
That one was
I think
funny.
that was that Mike Radcliffe's idea?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
He was a little wild, but then
Yeah.
it came together.
It came together. I think he wanted me to do it. I'm like, no, man, you seem like you know what this is. You do it. Like
He did good.
Yeah, he did awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that went over good.
I like the Pleasure Max 3000 we did.
That was
That was fun.
that was fun to me.
I was tired as hell that day, but I was like, fuck, I fought through it. That was great.
That was
The one Free Bush.
Oh.
yeah. I
The
like
debate.
That one. I like that one too. It was just too fucking long. Or like some of them got
It
too
was
long.
long.
It's, you were great in it, but then the other, it's fine. It's
The masseuse with me and Shemaine.
Oh, that was good. That was a good
That was
day.
funny.
At the
That was a
858.
good day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had a whole lot
Baby, the
done.
flying baby or something. You're
Yeah.
catching a baby or something.
That was a good day because I got to do it was like the Taylor of Seville.
Yeah, the Taylor
Yeah.
one was. Yeah, that was for me and you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that one. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, that was fun. It was fun. It was just a lot of work and
Timing.
I don't know. I enjoyed doing the filmed ones better, like the Pleasure Max 3000 or the roller coaster one you did.
Oh yeah, that one was good.
That one was fun too. It just the ones in front of the stage. It's just because people had to use too much imagination because we're doing it at a bar and there's we're supposed.
It was quick. It was quick.
Yeah, fucking bar stools and shit are supposed to be whatever. People had to use too much imagination.
Make believe.
and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Because then it's more like the improv thing.
yeah.
But it is, but it ain't.
Right, and I look back and I ran too much like a charity. I'm like, okay, everybody, come on in. Like like it was, you had like people who were high caliber like you and Shanti, and you had mid grade people, and then you had some people. No, not you.
No.
But that were what I'm saying.
Carly.
So it was kind of hard to really make that go into something bigger. That's what I was trying.
I think the ones that wanted to get things out that they need, they did.
Yeah,
I think so. It's always going to be individuals around you that they just there.
I mean, if you look at our group,
Try to
and
fill in the
with
chart.
you guys included, I mean, we still hang out with like majority of those people that were at that first meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, like AG and DR, they were all at the first meeting.
I remember the first time I met AJ, he was like, "Is that how you use this smile?" I was like, "I don't know."
I'm not gonna lie, I actually was a little bit nervous that first meeting, but then I think I got more comfortable because again I hung out with you a little bit more and I see how how he is, how she is, and how he is and whatever. So I was like, okay, you know what, fuck it. Let's take it up a notch.
Yeah, I just was ready. I was so ready because we had sat down in the the office area around the big table, and I was like, I'm just ready to show him what I can do. Because, like, I hadn't been doing comedy for that long, and you only get so much time on stage, and I'm like, shit, if I get, like, 20 minutes or something, because I didn't know exactly what it was at the time.
Right.
Yeah, and I was like, no, they're going to think I'm really funny. And that first one we did with Sean T.
Yeah, yeah.
I did with Sean T.
I think you guys did the first. Yeah, it was you and farting, right?
Yeah.
Kind of farting thing, yeah.
We was married in the 40s.
Yeah. So I think the very first skit, maybe.
It probably was. It was definitely one of them.
I would give credit to Jarrell though. He was in two of my skits. It was the Big Bad Wolf one, and when I was Donnie Cankles, I was interviewing the dwarfs. And Shemaine with Snow White. That was fun. I give you credit on that one.
Yeah, the second time we met up, I just saw Jarrell sitting at the table. I'm like, "What are you doing?" I'm just, he's like, "Here for you." I'm like, "Well, get up here. Come on stage."
I told him.
Yeah, I need more bodies up here. Yeah.
I tell him he does a really good job. He it's just that he prefers not to. It's just he don't enjoy it the way I enjoy it.
Right.
If I ask him to do it, or somebody asks him, now he maybe do it. But somebody asked him to host something, he was like, "Hell no."
Right.
And then somebody asked us to do a show together. He was like, "Hell no."
Well, he was a good laugh radar because if I say a funny joke and get Jarrell to laugh, I'm like, all right, I'm doing
You
good.
got it.
Yeah.
Jarrell won't laugh at everything.
Yeah, he ain't gonna laugh at everything, even with me. So
But he had a good day ripping the tape off my skin. So
Oh,
Oh man,
I just watched that video.
just
I fucking forgot about that one. That was-
Yeah.
hilarious.
I was like, man,
That was fun.
my hairs were all gone.
That was like after something.
Yeah, that
that
wasn't
wasn't even supposed to be.
out.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah.
In slow motion too, boy.
I look back, I'm like,
man.
man, that was a good day for him.
That's what made it funny.
That's what made that STLI funny. It was just such a different people from all different backgrounds. I think
Yeah.
it made it good.
I had some great times there. I learned a lot about myself and then how to work with other people.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Same here. So, well, what else you got going on? So you're gonna finish this up before you leave your pilot episode or your show, I should say.
Yes.
And I guess, are you going to come back and film some of it if you have to? Or I mean, are you
Well-
gonna try to shop it out there in LA when you're out there, or what?
Well, yeah, that's the plan. Do
Yeah.
as much as I can here before I leave, and then have it to where we got the individuals that's in LA. We pull them in. Whoever can come from St. Louis down to LA, then we pull them back in.
Okay.
And then we just continue it from there. Obviously, I'm gonna be back and forth because I have a son going to MSU. My mama here, my grandmama here, my sister's here.
Honestly, yeah.
So, but I got family up there too. So I got two brothers up there. One I only met like 3 times. One I only met like 5 times. Then they 50s and shit. Sister-in-laws. He got brother and sister down there. Got a few cousins down there. So, it'd be cool to,
It's gonna be a fun reunion.
yeah, to be around another part of the family. Then the kids get to meet them. They get to meet their kids. So,
Yeah, and then they could go out to LA and get into trouble. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, they can get in trouble off that. Nah. But the sights is what I want to get in those mountains. That was a big thing. Like I had seen mountains and stuff before. But Jarrell, he was like he could barely drive. We almost crashed. Because he was just, he just was so in tune with the mountains and just something nice. Every time we got up and just went down the street, they just staring you right in your face.
Yeah.
And he wanted to have that.
Big part of that for me is because I'm an outdoorsy person. I like to fish. I like to hunt. There's stuff like that intrigues me.
Yeah.
I just like being out there to enjoy the peace and quiet of it and the game part of it.
Yeah. The only thing that sucks about going out to California is just so fucking expensive. Everything's so fucking expensive.
It is it expensive? Rent is
Moneyland.
twice as much as it would be here for something that we're looking for. I've checked out the grocery outlets. Unless I'm missing something, it's about the same there.
Yeah.
Do they have dollar
Gas
stores?
obviously
Gas
is
is
higher.
more,
Yeah, because gas is like $7.
Yeah. And the
6 or
restaurants
7.
you eat out and stuff's a lot more expensive too.
Food trucks.
Yeah.
Go to the food
truck.
Oh, the
trucks.
food trucks. Okay.
Man,
If you,
Good price is great food.
yeah, go to at times.
And people drive like shit out there, but people, like a lot more people. I know
Oh,
people drive
traffic.
Like shit
Traffic's
out here
a
in St.
bitch.
Louis, but yeah, traffic out there is horrible. But
So
It was. I mean, we we only out there for 9 days. So
Right.
I mean, did we see traffic? Yes. The difference is they have like an 8-lane fucking highway.
right.
well,
So
New
you do
York
gotta
is
be
different
careful
too.
with that.
Like,
Yeah.
Cause that's just a lot. I mean, that's just a lot of cars on the road. And one, cause the biggest one we got, maybe 4, 5,
yeah,
maybe.
4.
Maybe
And that's-
six,
I think
maybe,
like
yeah.
64. or
Yeah, and
something.
that's only for so long. You're only gonna be on that for so long that you're gonna come off into a 3-laner.
two-laner.
Yeah, a 2-laner, right? But like down there, it's like a 5-laner,
Yeah.
and I don't think it is a fast or a slow lane. Everything's fucking fast, so you gotta and they not afraid of switching lanes. So, and they lanes are small, so that wasn't another thing. So the lanes was out this fucking big. They not that big, and you were right on that wall, and they got them little yellow things all over.
The caution signs or
Well, not the little, you know how the little yellow things sit. But they high up.
Oh,
the
yeah.
reflector poles.
Yeah, the reflector pole, but they high up, so you hit one of them motherfuckers, you just gonna spear off. Yeah,
Well, especially when during construction, because St. Louis highways are still like being built like every month.
So that's what it's like. It's I don't know. Anything that you're gonna do is gonna have pros and cons with it.
Yeah,
because we got so many individuals that's like, oh, y'all can't do that. Y'all ain't gonna make it. That right there tell me I'm finna make it. Yeah, like how you gonna tell me what I can do? I got this,
motherfucker.
Yeah, we got this. It wasn't like we just sat down and was just like, yeah, let's not have any of this plan. Let's just go.
Well, it's not like you're going out there with nothing. Like it's not like you're going out there 3 years ago when you just started comedy. You know what I'm saying? You've been doing this 3 years. You've been through the gauntlets. You know who you are now. You know your routines, and you know what works with an audience. So I think you'll be okay.
Yeah, and even I'm gonna be honest, but we didn't look at comedy as far as like that being our thing to go.
Yeah.
Because then how can I save face with my kids? I got one that want to be a musician. All right, well, I'm sending him to college for accounting because I need him to have something. So I'm not going out there blindsided like, yeah, I'm going to go out here and make millions of dollars off comedy. No, I know I got to get a job.
Right.
I got to establish, we got to establish some good payment history, right? We're going to rent for a year, then we'll move out, and then we'll probably find a house to buy thereafter. Then we'll have almost one other kid out the house. Yeah. So, it's a full plan. We're not just taking these kids and skipping town and ain't thought about none of this shit.
Yeah.
I mean, they looking up houses themselves. They're like, how much is your budget? This one has a pool. I'm like, okay. Hold up. So we got them involved. They excited. They a little nervous because, they got friends here and it's going to be a new school.
Yeah,
it's going to be a different type of demographic.
Oh,
It's not going to be as many black people around.
Right.
We might not smell barbecue. So
I guess time to
they
change
are worried.
that.
They are worried.
Change it.
So I guess you got to go out there one more time before you go out there in August to find the place, right? Yeah.
Yes. So we plan go in June at the end of.
No, I thought it was July.
July. Yes, it might be June and July.
Oh. Okay.
But we know for a fact at the end of July, and the only reason why we wait until August is because our son start college on the 21st of August. If he didn't, boy, we've been gone.
Well, we did. We went to Las Vegas and we rented a car and we went to L.A. It was fucking way cheaper for whatever reason it was.
Yeah, that's what we did. We flew into Vegas, rented a car,
And took that highway,
and drove 4 hours to my brother's house. We had opportunity to stay with them for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Which was cool.
Right.
The most amazing thing to me about it was when we drove through the mountains.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Gotta be fun.
It was nice.
Beautiful.
And the clouds was like all on our car. You couldn't see shit. It was a little scary, but but it was nice. And I mean, even if I didn't do comedy, we was gonna move anyway. We was gonna move to Florida 10 years ago, and then shit with the kids and all that. But now we passed that, so I was ready to go anyway. I love St. Louis, like I said, but I've been here.
Yeah,
You done it all.
I think you. I mean, do go to L.A., but you should take a trip to Austin because with Joe Rogan's comedy thing, and then Tony Hitchcliffe's
his mom
Kill Tony
stays in San Antonio, and she has been
only
trying.
Like an hour and a half away.
Yes, they have been trying to get us down there. Now, and we've been to Texas a few times. I wasn't feeling it as much as LA. I don't know what it was, we was in LA, but it was more so the places a little bit past it. Burbank was.
It's the vibe down there that kind of got you.
Yeah, Burbank is like North Hollywood.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah,
and we got we had some time with John Lear down there, Michael Anthony, and they both was like, "You got to move down."
Oh,
there.
he's out there again now.
Who?
Michael Anthony.
He's back and forth.
Yeah, he back and forth.
Back and forth. Okay.
But
John
I mean, he
Lear
rose.
came out. He made time in his schedule to come out to the Comedy Chateau to watch Mary perform.
Really? Wow.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then we had lunch with him.
Yeah.
And he's like, "You just got to get out here." He's
Right.
like right now. I'm like, I can't. I got $5, John. I can't come out here right now. But he was like very adamant about it.
I need to reach out to him.
I think I'm gonna move to Compton.
And either he's Illuminati or he's just a nice guy.
Well, he was on TMZ for like years and years.
Oh
yeah.
shit!
Yeah. Who knows who met there? Yeah. That's awesome. Well, I am so man. This is amazing news. So I knew it was going to happen. Though.
It's happening. Oh, and then I'm gonna be on TV.
Where on TV?
So from what I have heard, Channel 2 and CBS, and so I'm working with Jeff Batts, and so he contacted me, came out to a show that I did. Was it in Illinois?
I believe so.
I think I was in Illinois. We did a full interview, and then he runs Comic Invasion.
Okay.
And so he set up a show out in Edwardsville.
A weekend tour, basically.
Yeah, small weekend tour.
Okay.
And we're going to film on the 14th and the 15th of June, so coming up very soon.
Okay.
And then it's going to air in September. And he says it's going to get kicked out to 10 million homes.
Oh, wow.
So, and it's going to be on every week.
Okay.
So you're a host on that, or are you just doing a spot on that?
I'm doing a spot on
doing a
that.
spot on it. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
So be looking out for
Making
that.
it there.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, I don't get, just for that many individuals to see me and see me on a consistent basis, I ain't even thinking about the money from it.
Yeah.
It's just more so to kick it out to that many people, to be on your TV. Like, it's one thing to be on the phone or, social media platform, but my grandmama get to see me on TV.
Well, sometimes I feel like with doing it on Facebook, this podcast stuff, we're just playing to people, same audience, and it's people that want to do what I'm doing are my haters sometimes.
Okay.
So when you get a TV audience, you get the Joe Blows or Joe Smos or whatever average Joes watching it, that don't want to be a comedian, but they're going to be entertained by what you're doing.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. And then, like I said, it's kicked out to 10 million homes. So that don't mean that 10 million people is watching it,
right,
but they have an opportunity to watch it.
Right.
So I'm like, right there, I'm in. So
yeah.
I think I get to do, 20, 30-minute sets. Get put up in a nice hotel, get fed. So it's worth my time. Let's put it like that.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, Ken, you got anything else?
Like I said, I'm definitely proud of you. Even from day one, I knew that there was going to be a place for a lot of people when they really put their the talent, the craft into the work. And then, like I said, you definitely just outshine. You're like an asteroid hitting Earth, all right? But like I said, I love your work. I like your style. You two are like one of my top favorite people within the freaking network.
Everybody here,
yeah, but I am proud of you. Good luck to you and your kids, and just good luck out there making everybody laugh, man.
Oh, I know you're gonna make it. I knew it. Yeah. I knew when I met you.
It's happening.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So we need to have another party.
Well, you're definitely gonna have a going away party, right?
Yeah, I got to do something.
I know you were doing the thing Saturday. I was out of town. We would have came to it.
Oh, it's okay. You know what? We went out to Ballpark Village,
Yeah.
and I had signed up for this thing, and then we got it, and then we got there. It was a little weird, but then it all came together, and I got drunk and I danced. I think I kept all my boobs in, but it was a fun time.
I remember you danced at your damn that one party you had the super spreader at your house.
What was that? Oh man, yeah, we got down, baby.
Birthday party,
right?
that was fun.
I think 7 people got COVID after that day, but that's.
I think so.
Hey, I was fine.
I was like, what? Well, shit, we had like 60 people in and out.
Because Chris and Katie, they didn't want to leave the house. They were so scared of COVID. And they're finally like, all right, we'll leave the house and go to Mary's party. They come to your guys' party. Next day, they get COVID. It's
Sick as fuck.
That smoke was hitting them.
But they'll never forget it.
Right? I was like...
I had
many
a nice
people?
That was like
spread laid out for everybody.
Good
Yeah,
food, man.
that was
Definitely,
a
thank
nice
you.
spread
Thank
you had at that table.
Some good
Like
rice
every
and chicken.
room in our house, not the bedrooms, but
Yeah.
all the rooms was like just filled with people.
Holy shit,
We
that's
was chilling,
Yeah.
we was smoking, we was drinking. We had no fight.
We had some games.
Nobody got aggravated with nobody.
No.
It was just love in there. And what makes me sad is if I look back at that video footage and we just take tally marks of the individuals that we had there, most of those people ain't even cool no more. So if y'all listen to this shit, get that shit together, man.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, look, like I said, we probably had
They're not cool with each other.
They're
but
not
yeah.
cool with each other no more. Yeah.
There's some big name people at that
Egos,
party,
man.
Yeah.
Welcome to life.
Yeah.
It was. So I want to rock out. I want to rock out like that again because that's just me. That's Mary Jayne in a nutshell. Even before the comedy, I like to have a good time. It's enough shit in this world that'll fuck you over. That's why I like comedy, because if I can bring laughter to all this evil shit going on, I got something.
Same here. Same here.
So, well,
I was like to have fun.
Yeah.
well, let's end it on that. Thank you guys we did, an hour and 30 minutes or so.
Damn.
Yeah.
That was quick.
I mean, Jayne on the
Maybe
scene,
an hour
bro.
and 5, over an hour though. Okay.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
We really
Yes,
appreciate it,
seriously.
man.
Wow.
Yes.
Don't forget about the little people.
Oh, I already told her, but I might not have enough for a jet. But we're going to get in a tour bus, goddammit.
Ooh,
Hell yeah.
the Jayne Express.
I think we're going out to Vegas in November. If you guys are out there in LA, maybe we can.
Ain't
try
no
it.
if.
Yeah,
We
I'll try
eating.
that.
I told him.
Watch you perform. Yeah.
And I speaking into his, I don't give a fuck if I went out there with $1,000 in my pocket.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it work.
No, I'm saying
Oh.
we'll try to come to you or whatever. We'll try to come to you if we.
Okay,
If we
yes.
go to Vegas in November, we'll try to drive down.
Well, now they broke ground in Victorville, so they got a train that goes straight to. They'll have a train that goes straight to Vegas.
They do.
With no speed trains.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
the
really?
bullet,
They go
bullet
200
trains.
miles per hour.
Really? Wow.
You get in there and you be. Can't even drink your coffee.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching the Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs. We will see you guys again later. We're out.
Deuce it.
The Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs. The Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs.